In this episode, we are going to learn the sixth strategy. The name of the strategy is Clamour in the East, Attack in the West. Welcome to subscribe to the 36 Stratagems channel, comment or send us an email, and you will get an ebook about 36 stratagems on sale.
Let's watch an animation to learn how the cunning fox used diversion tactics to trick the crow out of his meat.
In Aesop's fable, there is a famous story of Clamour in the East, Attack in the West, which is called The Fox and the Crow. In the story, a fox tried to steal the cheese from a crow's mouth, so he praised the crow's wonderful singing with flattering words, which made the crow feel superior and proud. At this time, the crow's attention was attracted by the fox's words, and began to pay attention to his own voice. The crow opened its mouth to show its voice, and the cheese fell to the ground and was taken away by the fox. The fox successfully used the stratagem of diversion to the west, and achieved his goal. The fox uses a diversion stratagem to achieve his goal by guiding the other side to distract or confuse the other side.
He couldn't get close to the crow. Even if he climbed up the tree, the crow could easily fly away. The crow had the upper hand, and the fox needed to be creative in order to complete his mission successfully. The fox thought hard about how to get that cheese from the crow. Soon he slowly walked up to the tree and tried to chat with the crow. He looked at him with a flirty and ambiguous gaze and greeted him. "Good morning, beautiful crow." The crow pretended not to hear because he suspected the fox. The crow held onto the cheese tightly and didn't respond to the fox's greeting, but the fox didn't give up. He continued to flatter the crow, saying how beautiful, elegant, and intelligent the crow was. He praised the crow excessively, making the crow feel flattered and amazed. The fox could see that his words influenced the crow. The crow proudly fluffed up his feathers, stretched his neck, looked up at the sky, and opened his beak wide, letting out the loudest caw. However, he forgot about the cheese in his mouth, and it fell directly into the waiting fox below, who greedily devoured it. The crow realized he had fallen for the fox's trick and felt bad. Before leaving, the fox mocked the crow and said that his voice was decent, but a bit off-key. The fox advised the crow not to trust flatterers, and shared this wisdom in return for eating the cheese. Don't trust flatterers. Perhaps one day when you are eating something, I will visit your song again. The moral of the fox and crow story is that we should not let ourselves be blinded by false appreciation. The crow was distracted by the fox and forgot about the meat in his mouth. The fox used diversion tactics to trick the crow out of his meat. It serves as a reminder to be cautious of flattery and not to let our guard down in the face of manipulation.
To do this, you must create an expectation in the enemy's mind through the use of a feint. Mask your real goals by using the ruse of a fake goal until the real goal is achieved. Tactically, this is known as an open feint. In front of everyone, you point west when your goal is actually in the east. On the battlefield, the enemy will be pinned down here and there, and the enemy will be whirled around, so that my main attack direction and true intention can be determined. So I have to be passively fortified everywhere. Time is bound to be only a parry, and if I return it, I can take advantage of the opportunity to win the victory. On the surface, it was allowed to fight the east, but in fact it attacked the west. Militarily, it refers to the surprise tactics of luring the enemy, creating an illusion for the other side, and taking the opportunity to destroy the enemy. The place where we intend to fight must not be known, because then the enemy must be prepared to carry out impossible attacks in different places, and his troops will be scattered too little. Because if the enemy strengthens his front, we will weaken his rear. If he strengthens his rear, he will weaken his front. In any battle, unexpected factors can provide an overwhelming advantage. Even face to face with the enemy, surprise can still be achieved by attacking the place where he least expects it. To do this, you must create an expectation in the enemy's mind by feinting. If you plan to attack from the right wing, you should first maneuver your left wing. If you want to invade, you should first pretend to strengthen your defense. If you plan to hold your ground, you should pack your bags. The enemy's state of confusion and disorderly behavior, along with their lack of clear intentions, makes them vulnerable to unexpected events, similar to the overflow of water as depicted in divination. Exploiting their mental confusion and lack of direction, we can capitalize on their vulnerabilities and destroy them. The essence of a diversion is to prematurely reveal one's true intentions. It involves diverting the enemy's attention and causing them to become careless in their defenses, allowing for a sudden and unexpected attack. By creating an illusion and pretending to be an unrelated threat, we can confuse the enemy's command structure. This provides us with an opportunity to launch a surprise assault and defeat them. There are various strategies to accomplish this, especially in offensive situations. To ensure the success of this stratagem, it is crucial to maintain absolute confidentiality regarding our intentions and actions. This allows us to maintain the initiative and avoid falling into a passive and reactive state. Modern enterprises also employ similar strategies. During initial negotiations, it is advisable for negotiators not to prematurely disclose the price of products. Discussing the price too early can undermine the negotiation process. Instead, it is important to first focus the conversation on the value of the products, allowing customers to fully understand their worth. Only after establishing the value should the topic of price be addressed. If discussions regarding price are necessary, it is important to frame it alongside the product's value. The key to securing the other party's commitment lies in highlighting the benefits they will receive rather than solely emphasizing the price they will pay. In the next episode, we will start the 7th strategy. If you want to listen, please subscribe to this channel, and you won't get lost.